Hello, everyone, and thank you for listening and watching. My name is Nefertiti, aka Yogi Lifter Nef, and this is day 23 of the self-love journey, my self-love journey, our self-love journey. And today I wanted to talk to you about habit patterns. Habit patterns. We are what we repeatedly do every day. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? We're a collection of our habits, our thoughts, and our actions. And if these actions are loving, if we were doing things that were loving to ourselves, we have loving habits in our life, then we've created a loving life for ourselves. And the opposite is also true, right? Now, there's a term, habit loop, that psychologists use, and there's basically 3 steps to the habit loop. The first one is the cue or the trigger. So whatever is the initiating factor in you participating in this habit. And then the second is the habit itself, the routine, the behavior, the actual habit itself is the second step. And then the third step is the reward. Okay. How does this habit serve us? Right. And so, we do things kind of subconsciously. We do some things consciously, but mostly our habits are subconscious. So we don't get an opportunity to kind of break it down this way. But I would invite you to do that on your self-love journey. Are you engaging in habits that are loving to yourself and for yourself? Do you exercise? Do you eat nutritious food? Do you read, uplifting books? Do you practice your affirmations? Do you tell yourself you love yourself? Do you do your mirror work? Or do you have had a habit of skipping your self-love practices, skipping your meditation, not eating as well as you could at most of the time, right? Or sabotaging yourself, right? That is a habit. Self-sabotage is a habit, because I'm going to do a video, or I've done a video on emotional wounds. And a lot of times we create these habit patterns to protect ourselves, right? So do you have habit patterns that are loving, or do you have habit patterns that are not loving? And really think about that. Really think about that. Are your habits keeping you from authentic self-love? And when I say authentic self-love, I don't mean perfection. I'm talking about embracing the whole of who you are, owning your light and your dark, right? So I'm going to offer you some tips on developing healthy self-love habits. The first one, obviously, is doing the work. Doing your self-love work, the meditations, the affirmations, the prayers, the mirror work, checking that inner critic, all of these things, developing habits of taking a moment to think about what you're thinking about. Okay, so that's a good healthy habit to do. Think about what you're thinking about, and to make sure that you're staying consistent with your self-love practices. Another healthy habit is drinking water. Now, we're about 80% water. Our bodies are about 80% water. Our brains, I think, are about 85% water. So if you're not hydrated, you're not even able to think properly. So that is a healthy habit for you to establish. A loving habit for you to establish is drinking lots and lots of water. I would recommend everybody get at least 3 liters a day. But if you're an athlete, or if you're sick, or if you're trying to do some sort of detox, you might even need a gallon or more. Okay, so definitely drink water. Another healthy, loving habit that you can establish is going to bed on time. Now, this is very, very underrated, getting to bed on time, getting a good night's sleep. A lot of times we can figure things out that have been just major in our life by getting a good night's sleep and developing a habit of going to bed on time. You have to rest. And a lot of times when we're worried, or we're stressed, or we're in fear, we don't sleep well. But if you can establish a habit of going to bed on time, that would help you to get past those habits of tossing and turning and all these kind of things if you have this issue. And I have found that on this journey, on this self-love journey, I've had a couple of sleepless nights, because things are coming up. Things are coming up to the surface to be healed, to be cleansed, to be transmuted. Okay, so definitely go to bed on time. All right. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you for listening and watching. Remember that you are love, you are light, and you are free. Mwah. Namaste, and bye for now.